Hello guys, you're welcome back to this channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming. We love you. And if this is your first time on this channel, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Please do well to subscribe to this channel to get more of our videos. We film on relationship, we film on marriage, we film on family, lifestyle generally, and we just catch fun generally. Please do well to subscribe.
Yeah, we were to do that. All right, in today's video, we will be sharing our pregnancy stroke delivery experience to you guys. We hope you will love it.
Okay, to start with, when we got married, I was expecting that immediately I'll get pregnant, and but it wasn't immediately. It was about I think 2 to 3 months later that I got pregnant.
2 months.
2 months later, okay. So the day I finally tested positive, I was so happy. I was really happy because like I felt like, oh wow, so I'm pregnant. So I'm pregnant. So I was really happy. I had to go and show my husband the
No, she actually kept the.
Okay, I kept it. It
Yeah,
wasn't around that day. He went
yeah.
to work, so it was not around. So when he came back, I showed him the test results, and he was like, "Oh wow!" He was also very happy,
Yeah.
and but I couldn't believe that I was pregnant because it was somehow
Yeah.
like so I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. So it was I couldn't believe because I've been testing and testing. Okay, I tested earlier than I should. So the 2 lines are supposed to show normally, right? But the second line was a very faint line. So I was doubting.
Doubting.
Hope I'm really pregnant. Hope I'm really pregnant. I'm really pregnant. Hope it's not my head that's just showing me the second
Yeah.
red
Your
line.
expectation.
Yeah, because I was really expecting to be pregnant. So when I have this feeling of mixed feeling of excitement and doubts together. Okay, so there was a particular day my husband was around. So I just used to ask him, I used to tell him that, oh, hope I'm pregnant. Hope I'm really pregnant. Hope it's not just my thinking or my imagination. So he said, but we tested now. The test is showing 2 lines, although one is faint, one was faint.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So just told me to relax my mind and so there was this particular day in my mind I was like, I'm going to take this test again. My husband was like, there's no need to take the test again. It is positive. So that particular day, it was, I think we were in the sitting room, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the room. We were going to the sitting room. So at the point, I just excused myself. I left the sitting room and I came to the room. So he was expecting me to come
Okay,
back.
to come outside.
Yes. So, but I took a while. I was still inside. So then, and what was I doing? Was retaking the test. I wanted to check, to confirm, and to
Yeah.
clear my doubts. And I didn't want him to know, so
Hiding.
I was hiding to do it. So when he came inside, I was so shocked because I was not expecting, not shocked, but
Not expecting.
as if I was really hiding to because he already told me
Yes.
not to worry because I was so worried and I have this doubt all over me. So he told me not to worry. So I said okay, but I still had the doubt. So I was hiding to do it again, even after he told me not to worry about it. So hiding to do something and you got caught in the act. You know how you would feel. So I felt that way that
Yeah.
day, like I just jacked out of what I was doing, and I was like, oh, sorry, I had to take it again because I had doubts. So, and this time around, the lines were very clear at this point. So, at least I cleared my doubts. I was happy
Yeah.
all over again. So, I kept the two.
For like 3 months, you kept the two stripes like
Yes,
this test.
stripes.
Yeah.
Yes, I kept them.
For like 3 months, checking it like toys.
Yes, I kept them. So, I was just, so I'm pregnant. So, I'm pregnant. Like, I just could not believe it that
Yeah.
so I'm pregnant.
That's
Like it was so I kept it straight. I was just anytime I remember again I'll go there and check it,
Check it.
just to assure myself that I'm really pregnant. So this went on and thank God at the early stage of my pregnancy there was no form of sickness or anything. People used to have
I thank God for
different
that.
yeah different form of sickness and vomiting, spitting and all of those things.
And actually, I was really expecting some kind of drama No, the way we used to see it in movie and people, how people used to,
Yeah.
talk about it, like
Mm-hmm.
I was really expecting some kind of like strange craving. Okay, or maybe it's craving for sugarcane flavor, whatsoever.
Yes.
Like though we had little form of drama, but not as I was expecting it. But
Yeah.
really okay.
Myself, I thought it was going to be an experience like, okay, maybe I
No
will
vomiting, no
fall sick and or
sickness,
like I
no,
was just my normal self all
yeah,
through, like all through to the glory of God. I was just my normal self, just towards the um end of my pregnancy that I'll just okay. I used to sleep, although not weird sleeping like I sleep from morning till night, but I just just there's this form of tiredness a bit and
yeah.
just to sleep and that's all sleep. That is the only thing I can say. Okay, this was the only thing that maybe some slightly different from my normal routine from a normal day. Okay, so at the point in my pregnancy, I cut my hair. Okay, for if you watch one of our videos, one of our previous videos, you see a part where I had a low cut. So that
I
was the
did it
point.
for
Yeah, my husband was actually the one who barbed my hair. So my head was itching. I don't know why. Not that my hair was dirty or anything, because uh, I I don't know why my head was just itching. It was itching seriously that I had to lose my hair. I washed it. I went to the salon. I bought new things for my hair and I made a new hair that particular day. But I still did not get any positive response to the
yeah.
itching, to the feeling I was having. So I just had to, that day, I just, with the new hair, I gave my husband the scissors. Oh, yeah, start
I
cutting.
said, are you sure? Like,
Because my hair, I really valued my hair then.
yeah.
Even before pregnancy, I really valued my hair, but I just had to for my sanity. So I just cut the hair
Yeah.
off, and after then, I had peace.
Even me, I have it because
Because my
she
hair
used to
was,
complain about it a lot.
yes. So I don't know. Maybe it was the pregnancy that caused it, though. So aside from the haircut and the sleep, I usually sleep then, not too much though. Those are the two major things I would say
But along
was
the line, you had a swollen leg
yes, but not. It was towards the end. I
towards
think
the end.
I was
Like,
already 9 months then, Seth.
but really,
Yes,
that was about 8 months.
but
Yeah,
it was towards the
towards the
far
end,
end
sha, yeah.
of my pregnancy
Like
that because
last two
then
or 3 months.
I still wear my normal shoe. There are some pregnant people that they won't be able to wear their although
Mhm.
not high heel, but this flat shoe, the normal flat shoe. I still wear them to church, and I'm still comfortable wearing them to church, and you know. But it was just towards the end. No shoe in our house. My leg did not enter any of the shoes in our house then. So I had to buy one big slippers. And that was the only thing I was wearing then. So fast forward to okay, I exceeded my EDD.
Yeah,
My EDD was supposed to fall on my
yeah,
husband's
I was about to
birthday.
say something about that. Like,
Okay.
because I was really happy. Like, the EDD was going to
Yes.
fall on my birthday, which
Birthday
was the 25th
of
of March.
March.
Like, I was really happy, expecting
I
it
was also very
to come
happy.
on that day.
Yeah.
But waiting, waiting.
Yeah, the EDD was supposed to be on 25th of March, which was my husband's
So she
birthday.
brought the results and the rest of the results, and I saw it. Oh, 25th of March, my
We were both
birthday.
happy, like,
Like,
oh wow, so
wow.
we're going to give birth to a child that
Uh-huh.
we have the same
Sharing
birthday as my
same
husband.
birthday.
So we were both happy and expecting that, okay, on this particular day, like before that 25th, we were already preparing towards 25th. Our baby's coming on 25th. We already prepared our things, we already got,
In our mind.
yes. So on that particular day, we were even expecting that, okay, maybe I would have fallen into labor like maybe on 24th, I would have started seeing signs and all. But
Sense of
lo and behold, guys, 24th came, nothing. 25th, I remember on the morning of 25th, my husband was preparing for work. He went to work that day, right?
I did, yeah.
He was preparing for work and he was like, okay, if anything happens, I just told him that, okay, put your phone
I'll
close
be
by oh,
close
because
by.
I can call you anytime. So you start rushing home so that you start rushing home. So I was expecting that, okay, oh, I will feel somehow, or,
I was checking my phone all through the day.
I was expecting that I would feel somehow, but My dear friends, nothing happened.
That boy.
Nothing happened. And at the point, my husband called and was like, "Are you sure? Today is out of it already. Just cancel it, right?"
Yeah.
So, so that day went, nothing happened. We were like, okay, maybe the second day, the next March went, guys, nothing happened. The whole of March, nothing happened. I was
Even
not
people
feeling
were even
anything.
expecting. People were
And I
asking
had
us.
a very big bump, like a
Like
very big one. People started expecting that. People started asking in the neighborhood
yeah.
that why, whenever they see my husband, they'll be like, "Oh, as in, why giving birth since January?
Yeah.
January this year, since January, and I gave birth when April."
April.
So for you to know how big my bump was already very big by then,
Yeah.
that January. So some people were even thinking that I was going to have multiple, but I only gave birth to one. So um, okay, so that particular day, I was like, I passed 40 weeks because I was like, okay, maybe before 40 weeks or max 40 weeks, I would give birth. 40 week passed, nothing happened. 41 week gone, nothing happened. I was already scared that, oh wow. And then
Nobody.
aside from being scared, I was already tired. Like I was totally drained and tired. For like, I had a very big bump and I was so tired. I just wanted the baby to come out already and for me to just rest. So nothing was happening. So that particular day, I was like, whatever it takes, this baby must come out to me. He must come out. I was the only one at home. My husband was not around. He went out to work. So that day, for 3 hours, I was, running around our sitting room, running around, and I was sweating profusely. Like I said, this baby, you must come
Must come
today.
out.
Whatever it's going to take, we are going to drag it together today. You must come out. Guys, even with all the running around, jumping around, nothing happened. Although I already started doing some exercises before that particular day, but that particular day's home was, very rigorous. That
You showed me the video,
yeah,
right? I was like,
well, my husband used to
why
tell
all
me
this?
that. My husband used to tell me that you used to. Why all this? You used to tell me that I don't do exercise.
But no, that was too much. That the one of that day was really too
He
much.
used to tell me that I don't used to do exercise. I used to, but he used to say he used to feel like the exercises I was doing then were not enough. So I said, okay, because he was not around that day. I videoed myself, I cameraed myself when I was, running around, I was sweating. And I said, okay, I'm going to show you this video. Because if I tell him that I actually did some
As
exercises,
usual.
he will not believe me that I did some. He will just maybe I just strode here, there, 5 times, and that's all. But I showed him that this particular one, I did a rigorous exercise. So I video myself to show him, and so that day nothing happened. The next nothing happened, and I was already very tired. And most of the things I used to do then, my husband took over. I started doing them for me.
Even me, yeah.
Whenever I to sleep, whenever I want to stand up from the bed, if I sleep like this, I always need support. Just to stand up from the bed, you have to support me.
To pick
To
something
pick
from the
something from the
floor,
floor,
like
I
I should be there. I
yes.
will have to be
Although
there.
most times if you are not there, I'll find my way around doing them. But if it's
But it's not
available,
easy.
yeah, it's not always easy, right? So, and whenever I'm taking my bath, I can't bend down to wash my leg. It's always there to wash my leg for me, like from my knee downwards. It's always washing it for me. If not, that means I won't wash. If it's not around, that means maybe I'll just use my other leg to scrub. Even that's not easy.
No,
So or maybe I'll just wait for him to be available. If he's not around, then I'll have to wait for him before I take my bath because except I want to just pour water on myself and leave the bedroom. So that was how it went. And 41 week passed, 42 week we were there already. And I was like, really? And there was no sign at all. Like, some people say, okay, I'm already feeling backache or the signs of labor.
yeah.
Nothing was even coming. And I was already, what's happening? This boy, do you want to sleep here? Was really enjoying so he does not want to come out. So,
At times you'll be talking to him, like calling his name,
yeah,
because you have already
we
given.
already started calling him his
Yeah.
name before birth.
So at times we'll be talking to him, calling his name. "Ah, what are you still doing
What are
there?
you
Come
doing?
outside. Oh
Come
yeah, come
out.
outside. Come on. We want to see you. Enough is enough. Yeah.
So, at 42 weeks, we went to the hospital and the doctor said, okay, then they have to, since the baby is not forthcoming naturally, then they have to induce labor. I have to have an induced labor. So I went to the hospital on a Sunday. On a Sunday, that's on that Sunday, they had limited
On
staffs
duty.
on duty that particular day. So the doctor was not really around. So we waited from morning. We didn't go to church that day. We went to the hospital in the morning, very early. They're okay. The reason why we went early was that okay, when they induced, at least before the end of
Before the
that
end of
day,
the day.
I would have, been fine with my baby and all. But nothing happened. The doctor were not around. We had to wait. We waited. The doctor came around. It was not 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening. And when the doctor came, was it even the doctor or the matron or something? I don't even
I
know.
think it was the matron that came
Yes,
around.
she came around and they just told me to hold on, and they were checking the
Dilating.
centimeter, whatever. I don't even know. That thing can be very painful, guys. It was so painful, like on its own, very painful. And I don't know, she just did some things, and she told me later in the day that I would not need
In the
an induction anymore because when she checked, I was already, I think, was it 1 or 2 centimeter dilated then. So she said I might not need an induction anymore since the dilation has started already.
yeah.
So fast forward, that particular day, me, I was thinking that I was already like, oh, thank God. This was around 4:30 p.m., like 5 p.m. sha, that Sunday. So, so I was thinking that, okay, before night, I'm going to, before 8 o'clock, let's say 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock
Yeah.
max out,
Mhm.
give birth. I didn't know that. I was just joking in my
That was
head.
just the beginning.
Our baby was sleeping before, but he woke up along the line and
Okay.
was already
Calling us.
crying. Yeah, so we had to just attend to him and yeah, we are back here. So, to cut the long story short, I was not induced at the end of the day. So the labor started around 5 p.m., 4:30 to 5 p.m. that Sunday. So I was thinking before the end of the day I would give birth, but no. So I was feeling some, pain. I didn't know that that was just the beginning. I didn't know that I was even joking. I was just playing. I was just, I was already thinking that because this is my first pregnancy, I was thinking that, okay, maybe this is the labor pain itself. So the nurses on duty, it was already night. So I was just, you know, they told me to sleep, to lie by the side on the bed they gave me. So I laid, I think the left side, they told me to sleep on my left side. So I did. And I was just, expecting them to come and bring out the baby because I was already feeling pain. So I thought that was how it works. So these nurses were not, they were just busy doing their own, going about their own businesses and all. They were not even, not that they neglected me, but they gave me a bed. They already attended to me. They will come check the centimeter and go back. So at the point I stood up and went to them that, oh, nurses, I told the nurse on duty that, oh, I'm really feeling pain and is there nothing you would do to bring out the baby and all? She said, I'm not feeling pain yet. That this is not, is this what I call pain? That normally I'm supposed to feel pain, that if I don't want to feel pain, I'm not supposed to come. Although it's not like she was talking harshly, but she was just letting me know that, no, I'm supposed to feel pain. That is what
It's
labor
normal.
is.
Yeah.
So if I'm not feeling pain, then I'm not in labor, then I'm not even supposed to be here. So I was like, really? So I'm not feeling pain like this. The way I was, I was just enduring. She said, I'm not feeling pain. That this one, I'm not screaming now. She said, when the labor starts, then I would know. So throughout that night, I didn't sleep. Throughout that night, I did not sleep at all.
We did not sleep
Yes, my
at all.
husband as well did not. We did not sleep. So because we were together at the hospital. So the next day was a Monday. It went on and on. Now the pain was already more severe than it was the previous night. And I was expecting that okay, before noon or max before evening, I would have given birth. But nothing happened though, guys. I was still in pain. I think it will increase by 1 centimeter after
Like 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours. It
Like
was so slow, and I was already losing it. Like, is this how I'm going to beat it? Because the doctor will come check again and say, oh, you're still far.
just wait.
You are
Next
still
2 hours.
far. Like, and I was already like,
And
I
the
was
pain
in
was really
severe
much.
pain.
Like
I was screaming my lungs out.
I
Like,
was feeling it.
so I think Fast forward, to just cut the long story short. It was around, what time was that?
And
Past
7
eight.
p.m.
No, it was
It's
past eight.
past 8 now.
Around 8:40 something, almost to 9 p.m. that I eventually gave birth to our bouncing baby boy, and this is him today. Okay, so after then, after the birth, God, it was not easy, stitching alone, because I had twins, like a massive one, a massive one, guys. So the stitching, the baby was already, I think, the placenta did not come out whole. The baby already exceeded 40 weeks. So I think after a while, after a period of time, the placenta will begin to, break down. And also the placenta did not come out whole. So they had to just bring out the ones they can bring out and all. To them, probably they brought out everything and the stitching and everything, like it was another pain on its own, and I lost so much blood, like
Very much.
I
Like I was so
lost
scared.
a
But
lot, like if I'm to measure it, I don't know if I'm
like,
exaggerating,
like
but
so much.
it was so much. It will feel a big
So
bucket
much.
if I'm
So
not
much.
exaggerating, honestly. So after that, I passed out. I didn't know what happened. I just met myself on the floor with a lot of people, doctors, nurses, and all. Like I met myself on the floor. I didn't know what happened. Like I didn't know how I got there. All of a sudden, I just opened my eyes, like I was seeing, like as if I was seeing blurry items, blurry things. So I saw a lot of people, a lot of nurses, not a lot of people, doctors, nurses, and all, like just few of them. They were attending to me, and I was like, "What happened? How did I get here?" They said, don't worry, you are fine. You'll be okay. You are fine." So they had to wheel me to, just to cut a long story short. I spent 1 week after giving birth. I spent one more
Oh,
week in the hospital. It was not
because
easy.
the PVC was
Was very low.
PVC or PCV?
PCV, not PVC.
PCV like,
PCV
was
was
very low.
very, very,
Like
very low because I lost so much blood.
mhm.
So they had to watch me. They had to put me under close watch. They did not allow me go. So they had to put me under close watch.
Who
And
donated blood, who
yes,
bought
we bought
blood,
blood. That was
like
not enough. We had to get people. At the point, they said they don't even have blood again. They don't have blood in their bank again. I had to look for people to donate blood. So we got people to donate blood. Like
I wanted to
really
donate
appreciate.
blood for. Yeah. I wanted to donate blood for her, but I was tested. So I could because the stress there was so much on me.
Yeah, because he also passed through stress. Like he was there, he didn't sleep throughout. Like
Mhm.
he could not because they said he has a
I
very
couldn't
high
sleep. I
level of
couldn't eat.
stress
Yeah.
in his body, so they did not allow him to donate blood for me as well. So we had to source for people
So I
out.
was like, see, take all the blood and pass it to her. I said no, nah, no, not
So
possible.
it was not an easy one, but thank God. We want to appreciate those who came through for us all this period
Yeah.
because it was not very easy. Like it wasn't. To family, to friends that came through, that supported us, those that donated blood, we really appreciate you
Financially,
financially and in all wise. Like, and the money we spent was not small. It was. We thank God. We thank God for His provisions. We thank God for the gift of
yeah,
men. We thank God for the gift of people.
yeah.
Like people really came through for us then, and we are really grateful to God for the gift of men. It was a week to our baby's naming ceremony. That was the evening. It was born on a Monday, so we got home on Sunday night, like a day to the naming
Okay, day
ceremony.
you said a week.
I said a week.
Yeah.
It was a day to his naming ceremony. That was when we got back home. So, and everything was fine. Everything was fine. After like a month plus, I was still bleeding. Almost 2 months, I was still bleeding. Not almost. I think almost 2 months, right?
Yeah.
I was still bleeding, which normally I should have stopped bleeding by then. But I was still bleeding. Like I was bleeding very heavily. So I went back to the hospital to complain that, oh, I'm still bleeding, like, and I think they should have stopped. So they told me that I had to run some tests. So they run some tests on me and all. They found out that I had some residual product of conception. They're disturbing our videos. So they found out that I had some residual product of conception. That was when I heard that I was like, what is that again for crying out loud? Like the pain of childbirth is not enough.
Yeah.
So now I had to deal with this one again. So
You
I
haven't recovered from
I have
it,
not
so
recovered.
yeah.
Like it was really on me. I had not recovered at all. So they had to book me for another theater operation or whatever to bring out the residual product
To
of
never quit.
conception or whatever it was. So that day, thank God, because my husband was not around at that period. Thank God my mom followed me to the hospital because then I was thinking it's something I would be able to handle on my own. But thank God my mom followed me that day because after everything, I was not myself. And I went with my baby then. I went with our baby. Thank God my mom followed me. She had to, because if I had gone alone, God knows what would have happened. Thank God she went with me. So I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand straight for days. I had this as if they brought out everything in me. Like I can't even I can't even start saying, but thank God.
God.
Thank God for
Hmm.
everything. We really want to just say thank you to God for the journey so far. It was not a sweet one, but it is also a sweet one. Not sweet but sweet. Not very easy, but
Um,
now we have our testimony baby,
Glory to
and
God.
we're happy to see him now. The pain and everything I went through then is gone. I no longer remember then, except if I just want to remember that, oh, this happened
And to
then.
give thanks to God.
Yeah, and just to give thanks to God. But that, oh, I'm still feeling those pain, the pain. Because then I was like, huh, God, really? This, I don't think I would want to. I said it one day, I don't think I want to come, I don't think I want to pass through this again. Like, but thank God. Thank God for everything.
Come
And
on, stay.
we just want to encourage whoever or anyone that is, in the stage, in this phase of life, that just stay strong and God will see you through. And for those
Amen.
who are looking unto God for a gift as such, the Lord will bless your womb in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you so much, guys. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your support. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for always, watching our video, encouraging us, and all. Thank you so much.
And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel,
Yeah.
please do so.
Just
Yeah. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Really appreciate you.
thank you so much. Do well to share our videos
Like
to
and
others.
comment,
Like and
please.
drop a comment. Let us know what you feel about our story in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. So we appear on your screen again in our next video.
Thanks down the line.